Hey guys, what's up? It's iPod Touch Bomb, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another review, and this is going to be a review of the Phonesuit Elite battery case for the iPhone 4 and also the iPhone 4S. Now this is a battery case, so that means that you can charge your phone while also having the case on because it has a battery in the back of it. So this is really cool. It allows you to actually have more power on your iPhone, so if it's going dead while you're in a phone call, you can just flip the switch and it'll start charging it up. So you can purchase this on their website for $80, which is a little bit high, but if you want to check it out, it's www.phonesuit.com. There'll be a link in the description below where you can check it out. Check out this product and all their other products. So let's go ahead and jump right into the review, and I'll tell you if this case is worth the money. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off the video by taking a look at what comes in the packaging. Now you're going to get a few different things. The first thing being a little instruction manual that tells you a little bit more about the case, how to install it, and just a little like specs of it. So that's going to tell you all your information about the case. The next thing you're going to get is two screen protectors for the iPhone 4 and the 4S. These are both for the front of the device, so you're actually going to get two of them, and you're also going to get a little screen squeegee where you can clean the screen with. So that's really cool. I mean, for the case being $80, you sort of expect them to throw in some extra accessories, and I like the fact that they threw in two screen shields because this device doesn't really cover the front of your phone, so you're going to need some scratch protection. Alright, so also included, you can see that you're going to get two plastic pieces. Now these actually go on the very top of the case, so once you slide your phone in, you drop these on the top and it secures your phone into the case. It has like your volume rocker slot for your volume rockers, and also on the very top has your headphone cutout as well as your sleep and awake button. I'm assuming that they include two just in case you break one, so it's nice that they include two and definitely generous. And the final thing that you're going to get in the packaging is the charging cable. Now this is a USB cable to a mini USB cable or micro USB cable, and the cable actually goes right into the case so you can charge the case while you still have your phone in it. So you just plug that in, and then you take the other end, which is a USB, and you plug that into like your Apple wall charger or up to your computer, and it will charge the device, and that's how you keep it powered. Alright, so let's now take a closer look at the case itself. Now this case does feature a matte finish all around the case. As you can see, it has a nice matte finish. So it's not glossy, you're not going to get any fingerprints on there, and I personally like this a lot more than a glossy finish or anything like that. But the whole case is actually a plastic construction, so it's all plastic, no metal components at all. But it feels sturdy plastic. It's not, that cheap plastic. It feels pretty sturdy, especially when you have it in your hand. It feels nice. Now on the bottom, you got some cutouts for your speakers. You have the plug-in to plug in the charging cable. Then you also have the button to power on the case and power it off. You can see red indicates that it's off. And then on the side, you can see that we have our openings for our volume rockers. Nothing standard there, but it's pretty large, so you're not going to have to worry about whether it's an iPhone 4 on AT&T or whether it's on Verizon. And then on the top, we got the standard cutouts for our headphone and also for our sleep and awake button. But that's pretty much all that's on the case. Besides, on the bottom, it has the Apple charging cable where you plug in your iPhone so that it can charge. That is down there. You simply slide it down and you're ready to go. It slides right into your phone. No problems there. But overall, this case has a nice construction. It feels pretty nice. And then on the back, you're going to get your indicator, which tells you how much battery the case has. So you can press that button, hold it down, and it'll light up the LEDs. And you can determine how much battery it has from that. Alright, so the install for this case is really easy. It's probably one of the easiest cases to install. All you have to do is rip off the top of the case, so peel that plastic part off. And then what you're going to want to do is take your iPhone, slide it down, make sure it's lined up with that, and then slide it down and make sure that it's pressed down into that Apple charging connector. And once you do that, it should be lined up perfectly because this case is designed so that it fits your iPhone perfectly. And then you take the top of the case and slide it back on. Just sort of lift it over the volume button, so the volume rocker is just sort of lifted over that. It's pretty easy. You just slide it on, and then the case is secure. Once the case is installed, all the things are perfectly lined up because Phonesuit did a great job of making sure that this case is specially engineered for the iPhone 4 and 4S. Everything lines up properly. You got no problems with any of the buttons on your phone, so the volume rockers work perfectly fine. Your sleep and wake button works perfectly fine. And also your headphone jack is nice and open, so I found that you can use pretty much any headphone input that you want to. There's a lot of room. You got a lot of real estate to work with on the top, so your headphone jack, you're going to be able to use pretty much any input that you want, so most headphones are going to be able to work with this. Definitely the Apple headphones, but pretty much any of the other ones that you want will work on there too. So you're not going to have any problem with this case fitting the phone because Phonesuit did a great job of making sure that it fits perfectly with your iPhone 4 and also your 4S. Now on the bottom, where you can see we have the charging input. So what you do, you want to flip that switch, and as soon as you flip the switch, you'll notice that the iPhone turns right on and starts charging, which is really cool. So that's basically how you actually charge the case. It's really simple. It's not that hard to figure out. Another thing that's really awesome about this case is the fact that it is really slim. It's got an ultra slim body, so it's gonna not add that much bulk to your phone. You're still gonna be able to slip it in your pocket really easily with no problems at all. But it has a great design overall, and it's nice and slim so that it fits your phone perfectly and doesn't add that much bulk. Alright, so Phonesuit actually claims that they have the thinnest and fastest charging battery case out on the market right now. In this case, they also boast to take it to 100% power, so when your iPhone is at 0% power, they claim that they can take it all the way to 100 without any problems. Now, I can definitely tell you that this case is very thin. I'm not sure if it's the most thin case out on the market, because there's multiple cases, so I'm not actually sure if it's the thinnest, but I can tell you that it doesn't add that much bulk to your phone at all. I had no problem slipping it in my pocket. It was pretty much the exact same as the iPhone, just a little bit bigger. It doesn't add that much bulk though compared to like an OtterBox or anything like that. It's much thinner. Now it definitely does take it to 100% because this actually boasts a 2100 milliamp backup battery. Now I do have another backup battery that's only 1600 and it's much larger, so I can tell you that this case is much better than any backup battery that I've ever used because it boasts a 2100 milliamp battery and it's right on the case, so you're not going to have any other components. You just slip your iPhone in it and you're good to go. So for my testing, I found that it took about between an hour and 30 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes to fully charge my device from 0% up to 100. So it did do it pretty fast, you know, for a battery case. It wasn't as fast as when I had it plugged into the wall, but that's not that big of a deal because I can take it on the go. Now this case is amazing for a couple of reasons. One of the fact is that it's so slim, like I said, it's fast at charging. But another reason is if you haven't used a backup battery case before, this adds so much power to your device. So like, you know, when you're on talk, you get a certain amount of time, but this just like triples that time. So you have so much more, you know, you have the ability to do so much more with this because you're going to have a longer battery life on your phone. When you're on the go, you're not going to have to stop and plug it up. You can just be go, 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 and your iPhone will be right with you because it's going to have the battery power to do it. So this case provides a lot for your phone. Now, I'm not actually sure if this is worth a $80 price point because it's kind of expensive just for the case. I mean, I know that it's awesome that it can charge the thing, but for $80, you're really gonna have to make a decision whether you want to purchase this case. I like the case a lot. I think it's definitely one of the best battery cases that I've used, if not the best battery case on the market out there. You're just gonna have to weigh your options, but I think for $80, this is on the high end of battery cases, so you're gonna have to make a decision whether you want to spend the money. But I think that in my opinion, it is worth the $80 because you're gonna get a lot of extra battery power for the case, and it's also a lot more convenient than plugging into the wall. But it's up to you guys whether you want to buy it. I think it's a good deal. It's a nice case, and it's definitely overall quality-wise worth the money.